You keep that until you can find a better way to say it, okay?
Well, this is as good as it gets, baby.
That ain't what I want. I don't want that. Look, you asked me, could you be candid? Oh, no. Text me. You can text me.
Oh, then that's going to be worse.
I don't care. I got options when you text me. Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Kingdom Women Talk, where we encourage, validate, and empower others to do life. We're going to be talking today about the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Uncomfortable talk. When we have to give the whole truth, it can be a bit uncomfortable.
A lot uncomfortable.
Why?
Because, people say, go ahead, tell me. I can't handle the truth. Then when you tell them they can't handle it.
That's right. Or so tell me, I'm not going to be mad.
And they blow right on up as soon as you sound like
Before you can even get all of it out, they already on 10.
Like, what you mean?
Yeah.
Right, you're like, you didn't let me finish. But why is that? Is it the curiosity of it all makes us want to know, even though it could be triggering for us, it could make us angry, or it could be something we can't handle?
Of course, it's the curiosity. You want to know what the person has to say. And then when they tell you, you're like shocked off your feet, like,
I didn't think it was going to be that.
Right.
Because you know why? Because everybody live for some hot tea until it spills on you, right? And then you're like, whoa,
yeah,
wait a minute. But what if it's the other side? Okay, so receiving information is uncomfortable. But what about when we have to give information? When we have to give the whole truth and nothing but the truth, not give, meaning receive it. What about when it's happening to us? How comfortable are you with receiving it? Because I know sometimes for me, I give it straight, I like it straight. But sometimes I am like, okay, I said I wasn't going to be upset.
But I'm going to need a minute.
Or you, in your inside voice, you're like, girl, bring it down. Watch your face. Keep smiling. Right. This is your inside conversation that you have.
It might be your inside conversation. And your inside might be saying, fix your face. But mine is on. Really? That's what you got to say to me?
Oh my goodness. So then who's uncomfortable?
Me, everybody. Because I done came out with the... Now they done shut it down.
Correct. Now they're uncomfortable. And now they're not talking.
Well, Ma, you said you could. Yeah, well, I didn't know you was going there.
I'm laughing because that's so true. It is true.
It is true.
Well, you got to start using your inner voice.
My inner voice is the one that gets my face all frowned
Well, you
up
need to shut that inner voice down and start having some good conversation with that inner voice. Because, yes, if we open the door, if I say, go ahead and tell me, does that not mean I have to be accountable, mature, and responsible enough to receive it?
No.
I ain't talking to you.
Yes.
Angie?
Yes. Because if you ask for it, that means
I ain't
that you
asked for it. They might have come to me and said, Mom, I want to talk to you.
Exactly.
And if you say yes, okay, or
that's giving them permission to say what they need to say.
Yeah, okay, what we going to talk about?
But the point is, whatever they talk about
We
may
gotta
not
be
be
okay
to your
with
liking.
that.
It may not be,
But
but
you
that
told them
person
okay.
also needs to be able to receive how I'm going to be receptive to what they trying to
No,
get
ma'am.
me to receive.
No. That's not how this works.
That's
no,
not.
No.
That's how it worked in my house. What?
No. We're trying to break cycles.
Okay.
We breaking chains. We trying to crush generational curses. Because you're right, that's how it worked in the house. However you got it is how you had to receive it, especially when it came from certain individuals in the house.
Amen.
Right. They gave it however, and they expect
Yeah.
for you to just digest it. But we want to be able to create productive communication between whomever. Which means if that come to you and I be like, Sheila, something I want to share with you, you mind?
You know, my face is going to be like,
Well, they need to come into agreement.
my face and my thoughts.
Yes. Everybody need to come into agreement. Anything with two heads is a monster. I need everything in agreement. What we doing?
That's going to take some practice. I'm going to have to look myself in the mirror
And act it
and
out.
play act. Sheila, I need to tell you something. Yeah. I need to tell you something. Can I? Fix
It's
your
a new
face.
concept.
Right.
We asking now.
It's a
I'm
new
asking because
concept.
what I have to say may be loaded. So I need to get your buy-in. I just can't come and shoot it on you. I already know. So I got to say, Angie, it's something I want to share with you. You mind? Can I be candid with you? Can I tell you? Sure. See? So now I'm no longer responsible. Guess what? It's on her. Whatever happens after that, she gave me permission. It's on her.
But then I'm going to have to say it depends.
Then we got to go through a checklist. Depends on what.
It depends on what you want to talk about.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If it's something that you want to talk to someone else about, you asking permission or you shooting?
I'm usually just asking. No, I don't even ask. I worm it in there. Like I wait for an opportunity, then I kind of weave it in.
When did she start doing that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Not with y'all.
Like, I don't know that
I was
part.
like, when did that happen? Is
I
that
don't
new?
know that part. 'Cause I know
Oh.
I can't weave nothing
I
in
thought
with
you was.
y'all.
I thought it was a new resolution for 2024. I thought it was coming soon. I didn't know it was
No,
in
that was
action.
then. That was then.
Okay, I was like, when did that happen?
I was like, I don't know. I don't know that
She just
part.
started talking. Before
Yeah.
you know it, it's like boom, bam, bam. Like, okay.
Like, didn't you? Okay, but for real, for true though, like when we were discussing the schedule and you was like, well, get a little irritated with, I'm just saying, you know, and in truthfulness, I was like, no, it wasn't. It was, I was trying to multitask, do this, do that, and answer. And so it may have come across as I was irritated, but I wasn't. So I understand, you know, but then again, that was text.
Okay, so remember we was group chatting about when we was gonna record,
Mhm.
and Sister Girl kept coming back a little snippy.
Like I said, I prefer such
Oh,
such.
right, you did
say
that.
And I was
I
like,
prefer this day and this day, but if that's not available, I would do that. So I read the text and was like, "Daggone it!" Right? I read it right. We already have a date, so
just say yes.
it's either. I'm just like, okay. She come back with all that, so I side pinged her. You sound a little snippy.
She said, you sound a little irritated.
Irritated. I was like, everything all right? Because I'm like, look, we're just trying to handle some affairs, some KWT affairs. I prefer this if I, well, she already knew that one on the table, so why are you going to shoot your preferences? I was like, there she go.
It was a holy hush after that. I was like, oh.
Well,
I don't
that's
know what is
okay. I
happening
took care of it
over
on the side ping. I was like, and then I put IJS. I'm just saying.
That's what caused it. Okay.
Multitasking.
So yes, and in that moment, I could have said, Sheila, I want to share my observation with you. But I didn't do that. I just said, do, 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 sin, right?
Right.
And it just lines up. So I need to do better with that too.
But I guess it's also into who you're giving the truth to.
Ding, 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 yes. Because people say it, but the truth is,
Yeah.
isn't that commercial? You, or that movie, you can't handle the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth of the matter. Everybody like, I keep it 100. Tell you,
But
and you can
that's
say
not
anything,
so.
but that's not
It's
so.
not.
You know how many people in my family, I'd be like, oh, you always talking about you keep it 100. I said, but as soon as you get the 100 back, you mad.
Right.
As soon as the 100 get passed back to you mad, right? So people say that all the time, but the truth of the matter is, we really don't like.
They keep it 100 in certain areas.
No, they keep it 100 when they the ones shooting.
I agree with
Like
that.
my son says, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Doesn't he? And he said, I'd be like, that boy is crazy. But I get what he's saying, right? So as long as you shooting your shot, it's all hee ha ha. I keep it 100. Yeah, right? But then when the other
tables
person,
turn.
the tables are turned, then you all on 10. You blown up, you mad, you offended, and you're like, wait a minute. You just said keep it 100. I kept it 100. And now you're mad. They don't want to talk to you. People get like that for real.
Yeah, they do. I agree.
And I think some of it is, as we've had conversations before, we got to table it with a little salt.
No. Grace.
Salt. You heard me.
No, because you said you don't give a salt.
And
So
there are
it's grace.
sometimes I don't give a salt.
Isn't it grace?
But
we seasoning it with
you
grace.
season it with a little salt.
Not no Laura's. Salt free. Seasoning only.
Salt.
'Cause
Because
salt irritates
loses
the
its
wound.
flavor if it's not received right.
No, I don't think that's scripture.
You don't?
No, I don't
that's
think
scripture?
so. Did you recall that? That must be in the lost book.
I was trying to figure out. I was just trying to figure out how she was trying to weave that in.
I'm like, wait, that must be in the lost book. Because no.
I was just trying to figure out how she was gonna weave it in there. Like I don't know what was happening over there.
I was trying it. No. We are in this season. We are seasoning everything with grace. Because remember, we are extending the grace that we also want to receive
Yes.
back.
Yes.
No offense. We don't want no alts. We don't want no offenses. So, yes, season with grace. Which means that if I don't like or if I can't handle, then I need to be able to say that.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Basically.
It's so funny that we will do everything around. We'll block you. We'll stop talking to you. We'll do all those things rather than just say, you know what, that hit a little bit too close to home. And I was feeling a certain kind of way about that. Like, that had me
And
really
guess
rough.
what? If you don't voice it or verbalize it, the individual never even knows that there's anything going on or that they did anything or said anything to you that offended you.
Right.
Yes. Because,
Right.
I always say, what about that made you offended? Like, let's get to the root of it. Where does that come from? Often, if we are offended, you hit something.
Because
You hit something.
it's because when we don't want to hear the truth, because we know it's the truth,
Yeah.
and we try to hide from the truth.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate the fact that you always tell me, no, what's at the root of that? And I'm like, here she goes with that root thing. I don't know. And if that's my truth, I don't know.
Right.
But that does give me pause to think.
Start thinking about it. Yes.
Like, wait, this is not the first time that she has brought this to my attention.
Mm-hmm.
Something is at the root.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when people want to speak candidly and honestly with you, it's not to condemn you. It's not to make you feel less than, if it's the right person.
Right.
it is to help you grow,
Absolutely.
you know. And so if it's something that they see that's continuing to occur, then as your friend,
Yeah.
I owe it to you, because doesn't the Bible say, I am my brother or my sister's keeper?
That's right. And the streets say, don't have me out here looking crazy.
Right,
Y'all better tell me. Don't have me
Right.
out here looking crazy. Pull me, because you're right. If I care enough about you, then I owe you that. Because what kind of friend would I be? What kind of sister friend would I be if I got you out here looking crazy and know I talk to you every day, or have the capacity to be able to pick up the phone,
Yeah.
call you, send you a text, but I won't do so? Why? Because I don't want confrontation.
right.
Because even some stuff you just gotta do it scared.
I don't want to lose our friendship, or
You don't
I don't,
preface
whatever.
it.
But
Yeah, tell it. You
if
have to say it.
If you're really my friend, if you're really my sister friend,
Yeah.
if you really value what I'm saying or what I have said in the past, then this shouldn't be any different. Because if you know me like you say you know me,
Correct.
then you know I'm only going to come to you with the truth.
Yes.
So true.
Yeah. And doesn't it also speaks volume to the relationship?
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
what kind of
it does.
relationship we have if it's one wherein you're uncomfortable with just being honest?
Yeah.
Like, that says a lot. If you're uncomfortable with being honest with family, being honest with your parents, being honest with your children, spouse, friends, then that says a lot about the type of friendship that you have, because you're walking on eggshells around each other. You're
Yeah.
tiptoeing around it. So then it's like, okay, well then what do y'all talk about if y'all ain't talking about the honest truth?
Right.
Like, what
Right.
kind of conversation are y'all having? you know?
And you're right. Sometimes the truth may be uncomfortable. You know, when we would have our family meetings, and, they would say, well, Ma, sometimes you walk around like you don't want to be bothered, or you didn't want to keep Nyla, or you didn't, and I would respond to that. It wasn't that. It was, maybe I didn't feel good that day, or maybe I was just tired that day. I do have days where I'm irritated, but it wasn't that I didn't. So you have to be open to receive it.
Yeah.
And then once they give it to you, then you have to be willing to say, not in a defensive or defending yourself way of, no, it wasn't that at all. It was possibly this, or this.
Right.
I would never want to not keep her, or,
Yeah.
or whatever. So it just, it really requires the ability to be able to communicate, but also be willing to listen, not hear, but listen to what I'm actually saying to you.
Yeah.
Because we hear all the time. I hear what you're saying, I hear what you're saying. No, but are you listening to what I'm saying?
And sometimes we're not. We're forming our defense.
Yes.
True.
we hear things start going the wrong way, and we automatically go into, okay, when they finish, this is what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
So we are automatically, and I think sometimes that's just how we're wired, or how we had to be, and trying to do things in a different way can be a struggle sometimes. You have to truly be intentional about that. Watch your face. Oh, let me listen. I'm not, even though you know what you're about to say, trying to hold your mule and allow them to finish. You have to be intentional about things like that.
Yeah.
If we say we want the honest truth, because those behaviors say we don't.
Yeah.
So then, how do we stay consistent with receiving the honest truth and providing the honest truth?
I mean, I think if you go in with the mindset of, if you're receiving the honest truth, it's only to make you better, not really necessarily intended to hurt, if it's coming especially from a person that you have a relationship with, and you know they have your best interests at heart. So you know that they're not coming at you with the intent of being malicious
Right.
or anything. They're coming to you to give you the truth so that you're a better person, a complete person.
Yeah.
If something is identified as an area of opportunity that you need to work on.
But what happens when it's those individuals who they just straight and just rough? Like, you're like, well, where's the please and the may I and the thank you and all of that? I get it, it's the truth, but you could have at least throw a little please or a look a here and there. So, they just
I
come
agree.
guns
Some people might come guns loaded instead of, softening the delivery. Yeah.
I'm like, could it be at the end? You ain't got to go 90 the whole ride. You can start ease in at 45 or,
Right.
Come in at 90 and tail out at 20. But they be like, rah. It's like, how do we receive that? It's like.
And maybe it took that individual all that they have within them to even say what they need to say, and that's why they're coming off that way.
Well, sometimes I'd be like, look, you keep that until you can find a better way to say it, okay?
Well, this is as good as it gets, baby.
That ain't what I want. I don't want that. Look, you asked me, could you be candid? Oh, no. Text me. You can text me.
Oh, and then that's going to be worse.
I don't care. I got options when you text me. Oh, you can text me. But when we having that face-to-face, you're on the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You are.
So I'm just trying not to match energy at that point.
Right.
Like, okay, let me keep it together. And then I'm thinking about, okay, well, they don't mean it, That's just how they are, So you're coming up with all these things to combat that when I know darn well, oh, that is who you are. And yep, you meant it exactly how you said it. But to keep myself from getting upset, I'm like, okay,
Can we table this
right.
at another time?
Correct. It's like, so what do we do with that?
I mean, although it may have come off real rough, I mean, you're at liberty to say, hey,
That's
that was
what
a little harsh.
That's why I say, whoa, wait.
That was a little harsh. And to give them a minute to think about, how they said what they did say.
Yes.
Although it may be true.
I'm okay with that. You know what? I'm okay with truth. I think my point that I'm continuing to work on and the Lord is helping me with is sometimes I stop tracking with you based on your delivery. Right?
Okay.
When you come guns blazing 90 miles and you can and all that, then you probably lost me halfway. Because now I'm trying to keep me together. Like, okay, something's off here. Okay, it's going to be all right. I'm talking myself off the ledge. It's okay.
Right.
Let them get it all out. But did you lose me? Yeah. Because we got to know also how the same way, I think you said something about we got to know who we're talking to. If we know the individual, then I think that's kind of reciprocal too. If you know that piece of it, then try to tailor it. But you have some that they're saying, that's just how I am. That's just how I talk. That's just how I communicate. Right? But that doesn't work for everybody. So for me, it shuts me down. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be looking, but I'm not listening. So I'm hearing. I hear you because I can't do nothing but hear you. But is it productive? No.
But then that's when the person that's trying to deliver the truth, they really do need to be intentional about how they deliver it if it's not to someone that they're really familiar with. Because they may have a buddy, a friend, lifelong, that they know that's how that person shoots the truth, and they willing to go, man, shut it down, or, whatever, what have you, versus now I'm your girlfriend, and you still think you can talk to me the way you talk to him.
Right.
That's not going to work.
You got to tailor.
So you're going to have to tailor how you talk to whomever it is that you're talking to.
Right. And do we have to teach that to people? Because, there's a saying that say you teach people how to treat you. Mm-hmm. So is that part of that?
Yeah.
Where you have to say, you know what, I'm all for communication, but don't handle me like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to say, look, I'm willing to listen to what you have to say, but what I'm hearing is I'm going to shut down for right now. And when you can find a better way to come talk to me about what it is that you're trying to talk to me about,
Right.
then I'm going to be
Right.
more receptive.
Right.
Because at this point, I'm just hearing what you say, and what I'm hearing is pushing some buttons that I thought I had got rid of a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can say, won't that test your
It does.
salvation?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
That's why you got to
Yep.
shut it down then.
Won't you be, they will know
You
for
will.
certain if you're good and saved.
Yes.
So true. That is true, though. They will know.
Do know.
You're going to know that fruit.
Yes.
You're going to know that fruit.
Quickly.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness, y'all look crazy.
You going to be the one of them people. They going to be one of them people.
What you said you was. Look, Emmys.
I got the T-shirt that say holy but still hood. So
Oh, yes. Okay. That's good. We have to try every day to perfect this walk. And communication is one of it.
yes.
You know, people always say they match energy. That's not what God wants. He
Right.
doesn't want us to,
So true.
to match energy.
Yeah.
He wants us to strive to walk like him.
Amen.
Jesus told the truth all the time, but he said it with loving kindness.
Yes.
Even when he was stern with the Pharisees and the Sadducees, he just said what he had to say, right? He
And
spoke
kept it
the truth
moving.
and kept it moving. We got to take our cues from that. He wasn't offended. You know, he didn't go back and forth with them. It was like this, I said it, or sometimes no response was the best response.
Yeah.
And he showed us that if you say that's what I am, and he kept it moving. So we have to really take our cues from that and stop getting in these to and fro's and arguments and tit for tats.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it, you know, and stop cutting people off just because we don't like how they communicate, but have open dialogue about what works for you, the type of communication style you want.
Right.
Right? So that
Right.
we can build relationships, grow relationships, and help each other grow rather than divide and shut down relationships.
Right.
All right, y'all. Good conversation. I'm still chuckling. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Kingdom Women Talk, where we encourage, empower, and validate, and empower others to do life. Continue to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Until next time, be blessed. Bye.